There you go.
Welcome, YouTube, to Breaking Boards. We are in a best ball draft. DraftKings, $15 million. Prize pool, $1.5 million at first. Fuller and Randy are here. Fuller is first pick, which is an auto pick basically for CMC.
I mean, it kind of has to be, right?
It is. It does. If you followed along the last couple of weeks, we've been doing this couple of drafts now. This is our fourth one. We did 2 last week for you. And luckily, we've gotten different positions a couple of times now. I'm in the 7th pick spot, so my draft is definitely going to be different than it was the last couple of drafts. Randy, unfortunately, missed this draft.
Missed it.
Luck of the draw, searching location at the wrong time. So
the old 1 out of 12 for the next one. But I'll kind of I'll play along here with you guys and see what you guys have going on. It looks like everything's kind of chalk right now, 1 through 4.
Yeah, pretty typical. No surprises yet until we get the
pretty standard right now.
Running back coming.
We already did that. We can't do that again. Sorry, it's not going to happen.
It will be right now, right?
It's going to be one running back for sure. Keep it chalk.
I don't know. You're lining up for the old Saquon Barkley coming back around. Jonathan Taylor combo.
I'm not going to reach, but I'm also not going to, go crazy.
I hate the 7th pick.
That's the same thing.
Honestly, don't love the 1 pick because it takes forever to get back to me. Now I know it's scrub.
When it does get back, it's like Waddle or Achane.
Yeah, but I'm not in love with Achane, to be honest with you. Like, they still have Mostert. He gets hurt a good bit. Like, it's not ideal.
But if you give me the CeeDee Lamb Achane start, then I like that. From the 1 or the 2.
I wish DraftKings did like. I know. I mean, I'm saying just that. I wish DraftKings did like drafters and told you how the people that we were on, how many drafts they had already done, completed. So you kind of know if you're against a novice drafter or if you're against somebody who's been doing this for a while.
Well, it's weird in mine because I can't even see anybody drafting at all. Like,
maybe
I feel like I just missed it.
But Fuller, what was your point to go back with Achane in that discussion?
He just gets hurt a lot. I mean, Mostert's there too. Just a lot of mouths to feed in that offense. I don't love it being my 2nd pick. Like,
I don't love that pick right there, Chris Olave early again in round 2. That's not a.
I don't see why.
I don't like him that early. I like him around towards the end of the round where you are, not 2 of 2 in round 2.
But who would you take otherwise?
The
whole second round.
Reaching,
the whole second round's trash.
Not the whole second round.
It's just not your pick.
It's pretty bad.
See, I'll be honest with you. I don't even think Achane will make it to me. I think I'll be looking at like a Kyron Williams, Mike Evans, Cooper Kupp type spot. Which maybe I go Rams stack if it runs that way. Get Kyron and Kupp. Maybe that's the way to go.
Well, you either go there or you come back later with Laporta with McCaffrey for the week 17.
It might be a Kyron and Laporta right here because I'd like to get a piece of Laporta and something because Kelsey and a couple of them.
Laporta is week 17 with CMC also. Detroit plays San Fran.
Well, Laporta's gone too. So, hey, Achane's sitting right there. Nobody loves Achane just like you don't love Achane.
I'll probably go Kyron here. And then I feel like I got to go Kelsey after that. Like, I just don't feel like the value there for the other guys is there.
The Tyreek drafter got Waddle. I'm sure he would love for you not to go Achane.
Sure he would.
Triple stack it right there already.
I have a couple of those already. And then I typically grab like Jonnu Smith real late just to throw a fourth option in there.
Dude, I've had a lot of trouble getting wide receivers in a good spot.
I think you just I think you're colorblind and maybe you can't see yellow because every one of your drafts have been.
I
It's
know,
like
but I
two
just don't
receivers through
love the
7.
receivers when they get there. Like, it's just not a good, like.
And there
Wow. Yep, there's a triple
stack.
Now, what's going to bust his balls if he doesn't get to us somehow?
Oh, I'm drafting 2 when he comes back around.
Oh,
not that early. He's not going. And he's not going to go that early either.
What did you say?
Do
you remember last week, dude?
Dude, Tua went like
I
6 or
do.
7th round last week.
Round 4?
No, I remember Pinky started a damn quarterback revolution, and
I did.
damn 1 round was like 7 quarterbacks because he.
Dak went
Tua
like
up.
round 6. Herbert went like 20 picks before ADP to a guy who had like 5 quarterbacks already. No stack. Like none of his quarterbacks were stacked. And we're talking about like Geno, Herbert. I think he took Rodgers.
Yeah, like
Matthew
there were
Stafford.
options to stack them, even if it was their shittiest options.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford was one of them because I was trying to stack all these guys. I think he was just looking at my team, and then he was just like, whoever that guy needs is who I'm taking now.
Well, take him, yeah. Well, if somebody
I kind of wonder if
takes Stroud before me coming back, I might just take Tua before that guy can get him.
I may have to go Mahomes next round. Pair him with Kelsey and then get maybe Rashay Rice on the next round if he stays that long.
I'll tell you, if something else goes wrong for me, I'll leave the draft. I just won't even be in this draft.
Can it go wrong for you in this draft?
Oh, really? Well, there you go.
I get a free shot. I get a free shot to look to see
right
one of the drafts that I'm not involved in.
Watching your draft without being anything in it, how's this feel right now? Just watching.
I want to be able to like play around with our setup so that the screen is larger, but I feel like if I play around with it, it's going to mess with the stream, so I don't want to do that.
Well, how many people are in live right now is the question.
I mean, I don't think anyone is live, but on the playback, I'm sure they don't want to be like in the middle of watching it and then all of a sudden it gives you a seizure because I'm moving the screens.
Oh man.
You did pretty well with our last video. Last I looked, it was like 119. Which
this one's not gonna be good for me.
This draft is not.
Michael's already ready for the next draft.
I'm already ready to scrap this team.
Sorry. He's like, we're done.
Dude, this is such a bad spot. Like, it didn't fall the same way the one last week did. Like, the one spot last week ended up with, like, their choice of, like, Waddle, Cup, Laporta. Like, all those guys made it. And this week, everybody – like, I remember, I think Neighbors went 2nd round last week. A-Chain was 2nd round. Diggs, I think, might have went close.
You want to tell him or you want me to tell him?
You can tell him.
I was the number 1 pick last week.
Yeah, who did you get?
I got CD. CD.
No, you were number 2 last week. Remember?
No, I was 1. I took CD instead of CMC.
Nope. Not the one I was in. You may have done that in a different one, but you were
You were 2 and 10 last week. Yeah, in the 2 drafts.
If I didn't have 70 drafts already in, I'd float through them and try to figure out what was going on.
We'll just go back to the video from last week. It shouldn't be hard. That's easier.
That's the thing I like about Underdog is you can change the team name.
Question: What's the guy?
Draft date.
God, we're gonna start this shit again.
Yeah, we are, and I'm in. Yeah,
there goes CJ Stroud. If he takes Stroud, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Number 1 quarterback, Josh Allen, because it was just like, so number 1 quarterback.
You have to get Stroud, right? I mean, he's not gonna make it back to you.
He's not gonna make it back to me.
You have to take it, like.
He's not gonna make it back. He's already took him.
I had to get him out.
Yeah, like it's.
I wanted to get Tank Dell right there, but to be honest with you, I didn't go back to Stroud, but I can't do that.
I'll get him for you.
There's no way.
What's really gonna suck is I don't think Mahomes will make it to me.
Oh God.
Where's the Diggs drafter?
I am the Diggs drafter.
Yeah.
Dude, you could have.
No, Stroud wasn't going to make it back to 5th round. I guarantee.
No, it wouldn't have.
Where's Nico?
I would have quarterback around when we went.
He's got
Nico, I
Nico.
got
He's
Nico.
got Diggs and Nico.
You got Nico and Diggs. You could have gone tank. Nobody's going to unstack. Nobody should be unstacking Stroud. And what are you going to draft him with the hopes of? You draft him to hope to Dalton Schultz?
Yeah.
Just go ahead and tank that draft then. If that's your draft strategy
But
going
look
in,
at this shit. The dude gets all Miami players and goes Mahomes for no fucking reason.
Yeah, you called that one.
Like,
I love this draft room because I'm so glad I didn't get into it.
like this shit is ridiculous.
I was kind of bummed out when I saw the 1 out of 12, but now that I'm seeing it play out, I'm like, that's not so bad.
Oh my god, this is horrible.
And that Patrick Mahomes all started with Hurts, Jackson, Allen right there in 3 in a row. It's what forced me to go with Stroud.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like either of these teams.
I hate my team with a passion.
I don't hate my team yet.
There's somebody on every team that I'm just like, From the 12 spot, I'm not a big fan of Zay Flowers. The 11, I do not like Michael Pittman.
Like, I don't understand why this dude gets Mahomes.
Why do they gotta go Jalen Hurts?
Because he got Tyreek Hill. Oh, wait. Wrong. I mean, because he got Mahomes, you should, out of spite, go ahead and get Tua.
No,
He's
Jalen
thinking
Hurts
he get Tua about 7th round.
So I know, but I should burn. Like, that's the problem. I have to burn a higher round pick to get him.
Hey, hit him with that damn hawk Tua and take that bitch about 3 rounds too early.
Too early.
I mean, that might be what it is.
Spit on that thing.
Oh, man.
Why did the guy go Jalen Hurts?
It's so hard to stack this shit because you get people who don't, and then like my draft looks like I don't
Now
know
we're
what I'm going.
Now we're on tight end. We're coming back this way.
Like I can't go anywhere. Like what?
DraftKings is like drafting
The
a
Josh
little
Allen
job.
guy. The Josh Allen guy's pissed at me by now. Right now.
Doing a draft on DraftKings is like drafting with Lil Jon. Because if you don't give a damn, they don't give a fuck. And they will take whatever quarterback. It doesn't like. Apparently, they don't know the strategy of stacking at all.
But you know, he may come back around and get to it. I can tell you though, he won't if he
too
makes
early.
it today because I'll grab him in the 7th.
Get him in the
Okay,
7th round, not the 6th.
I'll grab him in the 7th.
Pay him a little less.
I don't think anybody wants to see where Tua is in my rankings, but it's not anywhere even remotely in this stratosphere. I got him 10 rounds from now.
Yeah, it's got to be down there.
I mean, to be fair, he's the 111th average pick on this.
Yeah, I'm more like 133, 134.
I mean, he's pretty injury prone, so I can see that.
I can just get the same guy much later.
I mean, really, this dude's team in this 3 slot is pretty fucking solid. Even though
the guy in the 12 slot has all the receivers. He hadn't done anything yet except for receiver.
This team could have been really great had he not taken Mahomes.
Yeah.
How much better does that team look with like T. Higgins over there?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, T. Higgins don't really move the needle for my team. I guess now I could go try and start loading up on Cincy players, but hell, they only got Chase and Higgins.
Actually, now that I think about it, how great does that team look if he takes Amari Cooper for the Week 17 stack with the triple Miami, bring it back with Cooper, and he could snag Deshaun Watson later and Tua. I think I'd much rather have Amari in that spot than Patrick Mahomes. Even though I bet he goes like, he'll take Xavier Worthy probably here or Hollywood Brown if he's not off the board yet.
Oh, Shea's still there. Hollywood went.
I don't see Worthy yet.
No, but Rashee's still out there too.
I think Rashee Rice is still going after Worthy, which I don't agree with.
According to my board, he's actually a little ahead of Worthy right now. He's 70th average pick roughly, and Worthy's 76. Like
think
Rashay
Worthy-
is second on the board right now, so Rashay would be the logical pick if he was actually going to stack it with something.
I'd much rather prefer Rashay Rice. The thing about Xavier Worthy is like every year the fastest receiver, and I know this because I played receiver in school. Like speed is great, but coaches at that level just don't know how to coach.
There you
So
go,
they take
there's
advantage
your
of the speed, but they don't teach the guy how to run routes. So like
Mhm.
Xavier Worthy might be great at running a 9 route, but I need to see a route tree. Does he know how to set up a route? Can he run a slant? Can he run a curl? Can he dig? Like I need to see him run a few different routes before I jump on board because, I mean, Tyreek just doesn't run a 9 route. Like he knows how to sit down in a pocket of his own, and like he's a good football player.
Dude, I
on
bet
top
that
of
guy's
being fast.
asshole was puckered as I didn't take Prescott because he has Lamb.
Way too early for Prescott, though. Again,
But
way too early.
he was on the top 5 on the board. Remaining
For
players.
quarterbacks or on the
No,
overall board?
remaining players, yeah.
Seriously. Wow. I didn't
Mhm.
see that. I mean, I have the overall board up. I didn't see that.
Well, I guess now I can put together a little San Fran stack as long as somebody doesn't fucking take Purdy until hell. Somebody probably will take Purdy by the time it gets to me. Oh man.
I think my goal now that I move throughout drafts is just don't make the ignorant pick.
Well, that's
Like
why
the
I end up with where I'm at. Like, I'm not going to go high just because somebody else is going to fuck me.
But like that Patrick Mahomes pick makes no sense to me because that guy's draft. If you throw Cooper in there instead of Mahomes, that draft is very good.
Yeah, this guy's still picking wide receivers over here. Look at this.
He's doing it. He's doing his thing right now.
Sadly, that's probably my favorite draft so far in this room.
It's pretty solid. I mean, I really don't hate any of those players. I mean,
The Amon-Ra drafter had me until he drafted DeAndre Swift.
7th round, not a terrible pick.
I'd rather have DeAndre. I'd rather have Hopkins and then come back with like Najee
Solid
Harris.
draft, but I mean, he's not stacked anything. It's just a hodgepodge of shit. It's like mine.
I wonder why the guy went with Brian Thomas and not Jake Ferguson and then come back with Dak and have a triple stack.
Value. Maybe he thought Ferguson would make it.
Not in a room that's tight end heavy. There's a lot of tight ends off the board already. The 2, 4, 6. He's the 9th tight end, Ferguson. Got to be getting close to the Brock Purdy range now, right?
I know we are. Coming back to me is about the range of where he's at. He's about 15 picks down right now.
Well,
Still a receiver. I like it.
the guy who took
All
Aaron
receivers.
Jones has no quarterback, right?
Oh, he would have run it back. The guy who took Aaron Jones
Uh,
has no quarterback, no.
So watch out for him for the Brock Purdy. Does he have any 49er?
No.
Mm-mm.
He really has no quarterback, no stack eligibility at this point now that Collar's off the board.
He's
You
probably
would take J.J. McCarthy or
Baker.
Gardner.
Sounds like you're better off taking Sam Darnold right now for Minnesota, from the reports I've heard. I guess same, because it's not like anybody's calling me with special reports or anything. No insider info.
I don't think that they should draft Darnold because by the time you need Darnold, he's probably not going to be starting.
Probably not. This dude's going to take Purdy, though. Like, Love and Purdy are the next 2 quarterbacks on the board.
Your saving grace might be that
Yeah,
that guy has
AR.
Josh Jacobs.
You say
No,
Josh
I'm talking
Richardson?
about- I'm talking about Josh Richardson from 3.
Josh Jacobs. This guy has Josh
Josh-
Jacobs, so he might go Jordan Love.
Oh, okay.
Nobody cares about Josh Richardson in the Heat from 12 years ago.
Yeah, I'm just gonna Alt F4 and turn my computer off if he takes Purdy. Oh my god.
There's one.
I saw the red. I was like, watch this asshole fucking probably take him. He's
I
about
just think-
fucked up the rest
Yeah.
of my draft 1,000 times over, so he might as well.
I think
He
he would
would-
love because he had
I'm ready
Jacobs.
I'm ready
I
for
mean,
him
that
to
makes
panic
sense.
and take Tua right now.
I might take Tua just to spite his ass. If he doesn't take Tua right now, I'm fucking especially if he takes Purdy, it's gonna be Tua.
Oh,
next pick. I
yeah,
don't care how
for
fucking
no
far
apparent
down he
reason.
is.
Yeah, Najee.
Ooh.
Okay.
I mean, I don't love picking Purdy, but like I feel like I have to.
Somehow he's a value now going behind Hawk Tua.
Right? that set everything for me. Like, oh,
Don't forget you're back on the clock.
I know. I'm watching.
Oh, that's crazy. The guy took Tua. Wow.
How much time do I got? I don't know.
This is a good little practice, though, sitting here and not having to – I don't have to sweat. I don't have to do anything. I can just chill. About to turn on the soccer game. Watch the U.S. lose for no reason. Now that
I'm just
Panama
glad
got in
this,
trouble.
this dude lost his fucking Tua stack because he should have took it.
I guarantee you he's pissed now.
That's his own fault. Like, how do you use
Wow.
quarterbacks going off the board?
Why would
I mean,
this guy
don't
get
get me
Tua and
wrong.
Dak back to back?
But don't get me wrong, Tua was down the board. Maybe he got burned somewhere along this line of just picking fucking people out of randomness. I don't see anything where he would have got burned, but I'm disappointed in this guy. He should have stuck with the wide receivers. Like, because to me, like, I like my boy Samir, but I just don't know that he's going to be it on that offense.
Well, that and the UGA crew run every running back into the ground that's ever played at UGA.
False.
Tell that to Todd Gurley. No Sean Moreno. Terrell Davis.
I don't know. DeAndre Swift, Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb? You really going to throw Nick Chubb on your list? That man ain't got a knee left.
That's not our fault. He's blown 2 of them with the Browns.
They blew one of them with you guys, right?
Maybe. But that's only half the knees he's blown in the Browns.
And DeAndre Swift, like, what has he done in the NFL? When he does something, somebody let me know.
I mean, like, he's an average running back.
2. You know, like, I don't know why he was the first free agent signed,
I mean, what team's putting better running backs out there
then
Bama?
who?
But even then Georgia.
Oh, I mean, you guys put out great running backs. I'm just saying, by the time they get out, they're broken.
No, not anymore. Like Zamir was only carrying the ball like 150 times a year. Like we'd spread the Kirby era spreads the ball out. Now I agree the Mark Rick era with like Gurley, yeah, he ran the ball like 350 times, I think, that last year.
I mean, like UGA running backs to me are like G.I. Joes. Like, I love G.I. Joes, but the rubber band's going to pop at any minute now, and you're going to be in there switching it up.
No, I mean, like Sonny Michel just didn't want to play anymore. Like he was doing good for help.
I forgot about him. Like, he's probably bagging groceries somewhere or something.
I mean, if it wasn't for Derrick Henry, the Alabama running backs wouldn't be doing jack shit right now. And he's just so physically big that I don't know that he can get hurt.
Well, he's just an athlete. He's just in there working out every day.
Yeah.
But Trey Benson?
Trey Benson.
Is that Hawkinson? Holy shit. They've got to
Man,
stop that.
why is he getting so high? I think everybody keeps forgetting he's not going to be healthy to start the year.
By the way, if you want my thoughts on Hawkinson, I dropped a video on Sunday on the channel. Go check it out. Let's just say I won't be drafting TJ Hawkinson this year at all, period. If you see me at the top of the leaderboard and TJ Hawkinson's on my team, either I got auto-drafted or
Drunk.
Somebody else has got an account
He's
with
a
my
man.
name. I have 2 accounts. Like, I don't know. He'd have to drop to like round 18 before I'd even think about it. Because you're only going to get like 3 or 4 weeks of him. That's it. If he comes back onto the field week 7, he's not going to be worth a damn until like week 14, and that's best case scenario.
Dude, I need Josh Palmer to make it to me, and that sounds terrible to say out loud.
It's kind of got that like I vomited a little bit. My mouth taste to it when you
Well,
need
also
Josh
need,
Palmer.
okay, this works out because I can create a stack again.
You thought that?
The old Palmer Herbert stack.
Hey,
I've got Ladd above.
Don't forget Quentin Johnson.
Oh, I'm gonna get him. I should be able to get him with the last pick.
Quentin Johnson, he's like 15. I think round 15.
So I've got like 2 half-ass stacks now. I mean, I've got McCaffrey, Kittle, and Purdy, and Herbert, Palmer, and McConkey.
I just went back and started like looking at. So I'm gonna drop some content like looking at the draft board as like a poker hand. So like rounds 1 and 2 will be your whole cards. So picks 1 through 24. Obviously, first 2 rounds. You'll have 2 whole cards, and then I got like a flop, which is like pick 25 through like I forget what it is. I got it written down, but you get the point. Where I've got it broken down to like a flop, a turn, a river. And I was looking at that stuff, and I started to look at the San Francisco, the breakdown of like targets, red zone targets. It's pretty damn even across the board as far as, CMC had like 83 targets. Kittle had like 80. Like all those guys were just right in that same. I guess
I don't think they're going to be as good this year offensively. Like,
I think they'll be fine just because the NFC's not that strong.
Yeah, but I'm not sure they'll have Ayuk. I think they'll end up trading him.
They'll probably pay him. He just needs to like.
With what money though?
He just needs to chill because I bet they were going to pay him next year anyways. I bet if he'd have played out this season, they would have got rid of Debo and they would have paid Ayuk.
Yeah.
And then like the player you chose to follow on Instagram or whatever was Chase Claypool. That was you're going to hit your wagon to Chase Claypool, huh?
Hell, Chase Claypool don't even want to hitch his wagon on Chase Claypool.
His first game in the NFL or whatever, when he scored the 2 touchdowns, was the last time I've heard anything about Chase Claypool outside of people convincing themselves every year to take him in draft.
That was his last highlight. Well, that's kind of how I feel about Pitts. Like, every year people take him like, he's going to be good, he's going to be good. And then every year the Falcons write him out of the script.
I'd be interested in him if he wasn't going where he's going. I don't like him over Kittle, Ferguson, Ingram. Like if he was going around the same price as like an Ingram or a Ferguson, I'd be in on him. But when he's going around Andrews, Kincaid, like the guys who've shown me that they can do it. Like Trey McBride and Kyle Pitts aren't even relatively close on my draft board.
And yet
like Trey McBride, if I can get Trey McBride in the 4th, I'm happy with that.
I think the problem is you look at these trio, right? McBride, Andrews, Kincaid, you're like solid Pitts. But like I would be okay with Pitts if he was like down here-ish. But to sit here and take him directly after McBride, Andrews, and Kincaid, I mean, it just feels like you just like
it's a reach.
Like,
you got nervous at the position.
Huge. Well, the problem is these 3 that were taken 2 rounds later, in my opinion,
are better.
Would be better picks.
Correct. I agree.
Hell, even Njoku would be a better pick. Like Pitts to me is somewhere in this range with these guys right here. 9 or 10. I mean, honestly, Komet's had better production.
He's probably in the David Njoku, Goddard, that range for me. I was trying to see how many.
Problem is he'll get outscored by all these guys.
I've done 300 teams over on Drafters already.
Jeez.
And I was trying to see how many Pitts teams I have, but the more I scroll, the more I don't have Pitts. Like I have more Bryce Young than I have Kyle Pitts.
Yeah. That's saying something. Without
Okay,
saying something.
I can
Well, bounce back year. Not
I can say something that's going to sound really dirty. Let me know when you guys are ready.
Talk dirty.
Sure.
I have more Johnny Munt than I do Kyle Pitts.
Johnny who?
I can see that. Yep.
If that does anything for you.
Mm-hmm.
Liggett.
Oh, you did get Quentin Johnson.
He was, but honestly,
He did.
it wasn't
He
really
was-
that
he
much
was
of a reach.
there.
He was right. He was right there within 10 picks of the top. But if my running backs go down with this one, I'm just fucked. Like,
Is that
Rico-
Rashid Shaheed that fell that far?
It
Yeah.
was. He did
Wow.
go before.
Well, he's got me out there throwing to him, so.
He went about 2 rounds later than his ADP.
I think
He
his
was.
ADP
He
is
was like,
108.
yeah, it was like 108. Yeah, he went 25 picks later. Yeah.
Wow.
This draft's been a little weird. There's been some guys that have been like way up there that shouldn't be, in my opinion. But
I don't think I've had a bad pick in this entire draft, honestly.
no, you've come pretty solid.
I mean,
No
it's
bad picks
debatable.
here.
Can we debate that? I mean,
Definitely not going to lose points.
I wonder why it checks my location every time. Like I'm the well, no. I was gonna say I was the only one that lived in a state with like sports betting and all that, but I'm not. But like, you'd think it'd be you, Adam. That if it was gonna check somebody's
Yeah.
location, it would have been yours.
yeah.
But it gets me every time.
Every
I got
time.
gigabyte in that, so it's just like instantaneous.
So I had the whole fingerprint thing on my phone. You know, you have to
Well.
scan your fingerprint. To get into apps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it stopped working the other day. I can't. Do I have is my fingerprint gone or something? I mean, I'm
I don't know.
confused.
Do you have an iPhone?
No, I have an Android. Come on now, me iPhone.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
I will say that if I'm ever that close to your fingers to notice whether you have a fingerprint or not, I just want you to go ahead and shoot me in the head.
We've been too close. Yeah.
I have the blood sample one on mine where it just pricks my finger. As long as it's my blood, it opens up.
Oh, that's a nice one. That's an iPhone thing, isn't it?
It gets painful throughout the day.
But do you also get to check your blood glucose level as well when you do that? Make sure
Yeah.
you don't need your insulin.
Yeah,
Good
before it
diabetes.
becomes diabetic.
That yeah.
Hey, thank you guys for Jared Kelenic, by the way.
Oh yeah, thank you for that. Because I bet the
He's
over.
really-
I bet the over last night when it was at 2.5, and there was a man on first and
For total
third. He came up
bases.
in a single.
Oh yeah, dude's been crushing it. Ever since like everybody got hurt and he got to play every day and is in the one hole, like he's just hitting like crazy.
I bet the over under when it was at 2.5, the game ended at like 8 or
Damn.
whatever it was. Like it was.
You're talking about the first game, right? Because the second game was 4-1.
I'm being honest with you, I don't keep up with the baseball schedule at all.
There was a doubleheader, so
I logged in, I saw some shit to bet on, and I was like, oh, that looks good.
yeah, it looks fun. Got my
How many
second
rounds
stack.
you guys
I'm
got left?
done with stacks.
I mean, like I could super sum the rest of this and be happy at this point.
How many rounds you got left for?
Fucking 6.
Oh,
Well,
6.
5. We're almost done with this one.
I mean, I'm not going to – it's up to you guys. Like, I'm not going to make you throw away $20. I'll just get on the next one.
Now, for content purposes, we need to continue on. I did get 2 stacks officially. I cannot
Sound
get
a lot
another
like P.
round.
Diddy right now.
What's your second
can't-
stack? Tennessee? Ugh.
Cannot get a bye week 12 person anymore.
You got a
Yeah,
1.5.
max
You got
out.
1.5 stacks. That ain't 2.
What are you talking about? That's 3 and 3.
You got DeAndre Hopkins, yeah.
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 So it's 3 and 4 technically.
Jeez.
I got 4.
I mean, I don't know about you, but if somebody was like, turn the Titans game, what are you betting on? The under. That's what I'm betting on.
I'm high on the Titans this year. I'm right. I'm going down with the Will Levis ship like I went down with the Kenny Pickett ship last year.
And when the Titans and the Texans face each other twice this year, and it's
And
a
they
high
put up a
scoring
combined
affair both
28
games.
points.
We have all the offense.
Somebody explain to me JJ McCarthy pick. Ready to go.
So he did what the Minnesota Vikings did, which is overdrafted him.
Okay.
With
He's also got 4 quarterbacks on his roster. Just
That's what I'm saying. Like,
right.
You
The
took-
crazy thing is he legit only has one that I'd even want. Like,
Dak?
yeah,
Tua. Oh,
Just
that's
from
Dak,
like
yeah, you agree.
just from a fantasy standpoint, I'd take Dak. Dak's gonna put up numbers, but like Tua's gonna get hurt again. Deshaun's gonna end up
quarterbacks.
in some sort of sexual harassment battle again.
He'll jump to
JJ's
that.
not gonna play for half the year, and when he does play, he's gonna look like Bryce did last year. Like, it's not gonna be good. I can't believe they're gonna do Jermaine Burton like that and just put a little Bengal sign instead of his picture.
Wait, is Ricky Pearsall still there?
He is not.
Oh, no, I see him.
I'm almost surprised Pinky didn't get him.
I was on an agenda, so I did not.
That's honestly, I didn't realize Pearsall was still out there. I should have picked him before I picked fucking Quentin Johnson.
Like, I was just thinking about your San Francisco stat.
I didn't think he'd still be out there. I thought if Quentin Johnson was still out there, there's no way Pearsall would still be out there.
Especially if Brandon Ayuk can't shut the hell up. Like, he's going to talk himself out of town.
I think he is going to talk himself out of town, honestly.
I guess if you're Buffalo, why don't you just call him like, hey, we'll give you our number one next year. Wink.
Because I don't even think he'd take that. I mean, dude, Ayuk's got San Fran by the balls. They don't have the cap to re-sign him for what he wants. So
That's
if you're
fine,
any team calling on him, you know you're about to drop $25, $30 million a year on him.
That's why I'm drafting Ezekiel Elliott in Dallas, because I'm not worried about them signing anybody because they have to sign Parsons, Dak, and CeeDee Lamb next year. So
Yeah.
like, they're not bringing in a running back on a 2-3 year deal. They brought in
No,
Zeke, and they're like, all right.
Yeah,
We're
they
gonna run
brought
through
him
the
in to
deal.
hope for the glory days and then let Rico try and get a little bit of breather in there for him.
Zeke might get like 250 carries this year just because they're like, this is it. He's got 1 year with us. We're going to run him into the ground.
I think his stat line is going to look like a damn Alexander Madison stat line where it's like 15 carries, 48 yards, maybe a touchdown or something like that.
He was a beast last year for me
14 fumbles.
because he's got so many cheap dump
Yeah,
off
he
baskets.
still had like 10 touchdowns in there or something like that. Like he still kept creeping in the end zone, I thought.
He was the only reason I won the 40K. He was my last player I needed 10 points. And he got like 16 in week 16.
16 for 16.
I think he caught a third quarter touchdown. I think I remember. It's crazy how you remember all those little things when you get that close to the finals.
Like, I guess when this gets back to me, I've got to take Elijah Mitchell as like a handcuff to CMC because there's just no other value out there.
I don't like handcuffs in best ball, but also not my team.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you, but I mean, it's just like everything else that's out there doesn't really make me better, in my opinion. Like the players out there, just like everybody's a crapshoot at this point.
Is Tyler Boyd still on the board?
No, I got Tyler Boyd.
When'd you get him?
Round 14.
Holy goodness. Okay.
I was going with my Tennessee stack. I was going ahead and stashed him before.
I'm not against your Tennessee stack. I'm against drafting them 4 rounds too early.
Yeah.
No.
Are you the dude taking the quarterbacks every draft that I'm in? That's why we can't get anything accomplished because
Yeah, he takes 3 of them in the first 4 rounds.
like round 2.
Dude, I don't have 4 quarterbacks on my roster like this other guy beside Fuller does, okay? So
that 2 spot just loves them some quarterbacks.
Yeah, but didn't you go like second, third round last time? You went, or did you go third?
No,
fourth?
third, fourth.
Yeah, you went third, fourth. Which
Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes, if I remember correctly.
Which doesn't do any
off.
better.
Yeah, but he like everybody started fucking firing away at quarterbacks after that. I mean, like I think somebody picked Justin Fields that round. Like it was crazy.
Just because they panicked.
I think my QB1 ended up being like Will Levis. By the time everybody got through with their nonsense.
Yeah.
I think it went like Levis, Rodgers, Watson or something nasty. I'm thinking maybe I jump into the next one.
Too bad they don't let you like be able to watch. Like, if one of your buddies is in there, you give like a QR code to go watch it or something.
Well, I'm assuming like the professionals would just stream every draft, and then they'll have, an idea of how much of like at the end of the draft, they'd have an idea of which players are like 0%, so they just start taking shots in hopes that somebody jumps up a depth chart or whatever.
Yeah.
Because like, are we sure that Troy Franklin's going to play this year?
Who?
Exactly. Like,
Franklin?
Yeah.
I just don't understand. Like, why would you want wide receiver 2 through 4 on the Broncos?
Mm-hmm.
There's just certain offenses that I'd rather take a good player, or I'd rather take a bad player on a good team.
Do you remember last year when the report came out that Juju's knee could explode at like any time?
Yep.
I just started looking at players that are still available, and I just saw him. And all I could think of is that report that came out that acted like his knee was just going to spontaneously combust if he walked onto the field.
His career did.
That's true.
What the hell? Troy
Yeah.
Franklin went before Malachi Corley? Wow.
Yeah, because nobody knows who the fuck either one of them are.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I took Troy Franklin, you bastard.
why?
Because I told you I was auto fucking picking the rest of the way.
Well, I just think about it like, do I want Bo Nix throwing this guy the ball, or do I want Aaron Rodgers throwing this guy the ball?
Okay, I'm just thinking of it. When was the last time Aaron Rodgers could last in a season? So let's be honest. Why would you want the Jets' fourth wide receiver when it's going to be like, who's their backup quarterback this year?
Fourth wide receiver?
Yeah, their fourth wide receiver.
Who's the other three? Garrett Wilson, Mike Williams.
Somebody else.
Yeah, Malachi Corley.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I really just hope nobody drafts Jalen Hyatt. Like, why would anybody draft Jalen Hyatt at all?
I know
He's just
why. Why?
Boomer
Is that a
bust.
backup tight end for the Cardinals?
Oh, Alan Lazard. There you go. There's wide receiver 3.
Yeah, I'm really scared of Alan Lazard. He's such a great player in the NFL.
Yeah, but I mean, what did Malachi Corley do in college?
Run a lot of slants would be my guess.
Well, I hope Tyrod Taylor can hit him because that's who's going to be throwing.
Oh, Tyrod will throw a slant.
Yeah.
So long as he doesn't have a pregame injection. If he has a pregame injection,
It's
just
going to be
saying.
short on short, though.
But that did lead to Justin Herbert. So maybe their third string QB is the next coming of Justin Herbert.
I'll be honest with you. No draft could go worse than Pinky's draft when he picked the Chiefs' 5th running back if he ever gets signed. You remember that one? Well, Jarrett McKinnon.
Jared McKinnon? Yeah, you know.
You will never have a worse draft. You really won't. If it makes you feel any better, I still got Mike Thomas on one team.
Part of me really wants to jump into that draft because I'm just like, I don't see any teams that I'm like, oh, I like that one. Holy shit, I thought that was the last round. Looking at the names, I thought it was the last round. Chase Claypool, DJ Chark, Justin Watson, Jelani Woods. I thought the draft was over. And then you scroll down and there's another round of this nonsense. KJ Osborne. Are you guys looking at the top of the draft board? Like, sort by ADP.
Oh, shit, I was at the bottom. Dude, I just want to take somebody like, how about Jace Sternberger to really just throw people off? Free agent tight end.
Jace Turdberger? Is that what I heard?
Yeah. Zay Malone.
Like, is this really the range we're talking about down here? There's nobody on the draft board right now?
Can I pick AJ McCarron? Do you think that'll throw the whole draft off?
I don't think anybody would be AJ McCarron if you did or not.
They'd be like, he picked somebody so far down the list, we just had to cancel the draft, even though it was the last pick.
I'm about to go where no man has gone before.
Well, you've been at Jared McCann before.
Mm-hmm. I got a
Damn,
third
he
stack coming.
crunched the water bottle and hit us with the gold dust. This better be good.
It's your second
I got
and
a
a
third.
half.
I got a third stack coming. I got a third quarterback coming.
Gardner Minshew.
Not a stack. I don't have a player for that team.
Well, I can't see the draft, so I'm just shooting,
He's
pulling shit out of
right.
my ass. I'm assuming it's a quarterback that. Please tell me you're not going Michael Penix.
No.
And
Worse
the
than
pick
that.
is in. Desmond Ritter. You went Arizona's second quarterback? I don't even want their first one.
You know, Kyler will die, and somebody's got to play quarterback and throw it to these guys I got. So
Yeah, the problem is we know what it looks like when Desmond Ritter plays quarterback, and it's still not good.
he's not going to see the field.
Dude
Or
was
he's
playing
not going to see my
full-time last
lineup.
year
One of
and
the two.
averaged like 8 fantasy points.
The real problem is you can't even be like, well, he didn't have any options. He had a pretty solid offense around him in Atlanta.
I'm not even mad when people take Justin Fields late because I'm like, well, at least for fantasy, he's good. Desmond Ritter's just trash all the way around.
Maybe he
I'd
needed a
rather
new
have, like,
place.
Blake Bortles.
Penix.
Maybe he needed.
Jeez.
I don't even know some of these players. Is that like Darnell Washington?
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
Yeah.
The
That's
guy's got 5 tight ends and 4 quarterbacks on his roster.
5 tight ends.
5
Jesus
tight. Look,
Christ.
well, he's got 4 in the last 5 rounds. He
It's
might have
not likely to work for him.
How do I get in there? How do I get into that draft?
It remains to be seen if this is going to go for him.
You know, all
Is
of a
this
sudden that Troy Franklin pick doesn't look so fucked up.
I have to ask DraftKings: is this a legal draft? Did somebody screw this up?
I'm
Bad
sure
enough where it
at
gets
some point-
tossed.
There was at some point that your guys' draft board got flipped, and it just
Seriously, did that guy beside you, Fuller, draft 5 or 4? He drafted 4 in the last 5
The
rounds.
crazy
Tight
thing
end.
is, out of these, the worst pick, this one.
He has
Motherfucker's
4
got
quarterbacks.
5 tight ends and 4 quarterbacks.
it's hard to pick a
No,
worse
he's only
pick.
got,
honestly.
he does have 5.
Look at this.
5 tight ends, 4 quarterbacks. Jeez.
And he didn't pick his first running back until he decided to pick everybody's backup.
4 in a row. And then stopped. He didn't throw a running back after that. Oh, goodness.
Jesus.
Four
Okay,
running
well,
backs
I
and
can
one
at
two,
least
five
say that I will have the 11th best team at worst in this league.
Hey, keep talking about this draft for like 5 minutes.
What
I need
really,
Okay. Yeah.
What do
I
you
need to
got?
do something real quick, and I'll be right back.
what
Okay.
really sucks is his draft started out so strong. CD, Laporta, Smith, Cooper. I even like a dude say Brian Thomas. Dak. Right here, he fucked himself when he went to a. I mean, like, I like Brooks, but it's not going to be till halfway through the season at best. It may not be this year.
Yeah.
'Cause he's coming back from ACL. Corum's behind Kyron. Zeke as well as Zeke. Marshawn Lloyd is
Time
probably at best the second running back in Green Bay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Legette's going to be learning. Deshaun Watson's going to be doing some other things that rhyme with
Uh-huh.
it. But J.J. McCarthy, I mean, and then this, I mean,
Likely,
you're going to have
McMillan.
weeks where these 4 players combined don't equal as much as other tight ends in this league.
Mm-mm.
The top 10 tight ends will probably outscore these 4 on a weekly basis.
2 of them have the same bye week, so they cancel each other out. They won't even be playing. They won't see the field anyway with Laporta, and then they definitely won't see the field that week when they're on the bye. So
I just don't understand when you go Laporta here, like, okay, you go one more, right?
one more.
But like,
One more
I mean, I
way.
guess down here in the draft, nobody's really planning on playing these guys. Like, if these guys are what you're counting on, you're probably screwed anyway. So I get that, but honestly,
What
It's
skill
bad.
position players match with his quarterbacks? No,
he's got CD.
CD and Dak. That's it, right?
Yeah, because I don't think he got any other Dallas guys.
He got no Cleveland wide
He
receivers,
got
no Washington,
Zeke,
no,
so I mean, I guess he's got a. But Zeke's not a big pass catcher.
no, not at all. No
He's,
Minnesota wide receivers.
he's got Watson and Cooper.
Oh, okay. Does he have Cooper? Okay.
But I mean, like, the McCarthy pick doesn't make any sense to me because I don't think he has any Minnesota players.
No.
Honestly, this asshole's team is probably one of the
Hey,
better rosters.
how many Michigan players does he have on his roster?
Who?
The
guy
guy.
third
I mean,
or second?
he got Corum and the second guy. He got Corum and JJ. So maybe he's a Michigan fan.
Maybe. I don't know where everybody else played. Yeah, but didn't Sanat play for? He played for Ohio State.
Yeah, that's just okay. That's weird. I'm trying to find correlations on why he may have did what he did, but I mean Darnell Washington played for Georgia, so I mean,
yeah.
Honestly, let's look at
I do like your team, and I like this guy's team to your left.
Yeah,
like it's a pretty solid team when you start going down it. Like,
did you know after the guy picked 8 wide receivers? After he picked 8 wide receivers, he didn't pick another wide receiver the rest of the draft.
No, he picked one.
I think one.
Okay, so he had 7. He had 7 in a row, and then you had the most wide receivers.
His real problem is, and everybody doubted me. His real problem is he's got 3 rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah, I mean it's not a problem necessarily. It's just if they play and start. Two of them are definitely starting for sure.
10 wide receivers.
You guys want to jump into the next one?
Hold on, let me deposit money.
You may hear the dogs run through in a second. I had to take the dogs out real quick, but
let the dogs out.
I guess while this is happening, do we need to play with the layout and try to make the layout larger?
Can we make it larger?
I just don't.
It wasn't me.
I haven't played around enough with StreamYard to kind of know.
StreamYard. How much is this thing? $10 or $20?
I forgot that he removed his. Yes, 20, I think. If we do this and drop it at the bottom of the page, does that help?
He's got the credit card information stuff going on right now, so he can't show.
I mean, that's fine. I'm just.
I don't know. I've got it on there now. Am I not sharing the screen?
I don't see it.
You're not, sir.
And now I can actually edit all this dead time out of this thing.
It's something Randy's done. There we go.
Oh, no, it flips it all the way back. So I don't know if we have to be in this layout. Can I just play around with a couple layouts real quick and see if we can come up with something that makes the screen larger?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't help. Is that better?
It might be a little weird. But, I mean, it's got us overlaid instead of...
That's definitely not right.
If you could overlay us like that, but up to the top right or top left, that would be awesome. Can you, like, move us individually up that way? Like, click on our box and then move us up?
I see the Lakers drafted Bronny.
Yeah, we could care less. Yeah, that was happening. We already knew that.
Well, I saw some sort of like report that said his agent was telling teams not to draft him.
For some reason, it's not letting me move each individual box. It's just like all or one. I guess I'll just have to play with it.
Can you slide it though?
What part of it won't let me move?
Click.
An individual box.
That was just individual. Yeah, I got you.
Did you just hit me with the? Did I just try to plug it in?
I mean, I don't think that's a terrible layout. Like you got it. Like you can see a little more.
Do we like this better? Or do we? I think you can see the screen better, the draft screen better.
Randy, which one of these are you? I assume one of these says like 200 something behind it.
I don't have 200 in this one yet. I probably got like 40-ish. You can. I think you can search. Just search Armorisa.
No, you're good.
All right, let me make sure I get into the draft this time.
Wait, what am I doing here? What?
All right, I'm at the screen where I'm ready to enter $20 to lose $20.
Hold up. Okay, I'm ready when you guys are.
I'll give a countdown if you're ready.
Count it down.
3,
Three,
2,
two,
1.
one. Okay,
12
we should
and
go
12.
to.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
I'm 12 of 12.
Oh my God, you missed it again. We're one
You
and
didn't
two.
get check location this time? We're 1 and 2. We'll get out of that one and come back in real quick.
How do I get out of a full draft, dude? Do you even listen
Do
to
it at
yourself?
the same time. Do it at the same time. Enter this one real quick.
Yeah, come back in and enter this one real quick.
Do
I
one
got a
from your
double
phone.
draft.
Do one from your phone.
Get out of the draft. It's full. Just kidding, guys. I don't want that one. Is it 5 out of 12?
It's 5 out of 12 right now. Yeah.
All right, I'm in that one.
Yeah.
Then.
Okay.
Okay.
I got a
Jeez.
fucking double duty over here.
It was wild.
Why is it always me? Like, take Adam.
It's always me.
The question is, you didn't check. I don't know why I didn't check location this time. If I had checked location, you would have been like 3 of 12.
Yeah, it just meant I went first for some reason. I guess it checked.
Did you go on Fuller's count or my count? If you went on my count, I waited the Fuller's count in. So if you ended on my count, that's probably what happened.
I feel like you sound like you talk like somebody's brain when they're on crack.
It's speed, okay? Let's get it right.
What are you talking about? Your count, his count. You guys were pretty close. I just went whenever somebody got to 3.
When am I gonna get a late pick? Like I've literally been anywhere.
Hold on, how do you know when your pick is?
Where are you at? You're in the waiting room. Get to the draft. Enter.
I have 2 screens, guys.
Oh yeah, there we go.
God.
Oh, you got pick one again?
You got one again. You got one again.
I'm 12 in both.
12 in both? Jeez.
Tonight's not my night. Tonight they were like, just screw that guy. He's not getting in the draft. How about the other draft?
I know McCaffrey's like the number 1 pick here, but like I gotta go McCaffrey.
You're asking yourself, can I do a variance?
Can I do a full draft with 25% phone battery? Is the real question.
Can you plug it in? Plug it in, plug it in.
You guys did that entire draft in like 36 minutes. I need these guys on this side to be moving.
It was because of how good our teams were. It was really easy.
Oh, yeah, no. CD Lamb just went 4.
What?
Yep.
How?
Yep. Chase went before him, and so did Tyreek.
That's, you know what that is? It's a bunch of people who have had the 1 and 2 pick, and they're just trying to get some like differences in it.
Right, but do that in a draft that I'm in, and let me go ahead and snag him up. I will take CD Lamb 150 times, and if I lose, I lose.
I'm going to let CD Lamb go and fall to you. I cannot guarantee what the other 10 people in between us do. I should be on auto draft here, like C-Mac.
Boom, 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 boom.
The only thing that sucks about picking this early is like some of these guys are going to go down before the season even starts.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But you get a lot of draft capital when you hit, like there's already been a lot of movement with a lot of players. Like Taysom Hill's moved up like 8 rounds. Like when I started drafting in May, he was picked 316.
Jeez.
And the only reason I remember that's Stone Cold Steve Austin, but still.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Tyree hit 2.
Oh, can CD fall to you?
At 12?
No, not you.
No, not you.
I would have 150 CD Lamb teams if he was pick 12.
There you go. You got. I'm on say.
I do.
I'm on. Man, JJ would be like number 2 if it wasn't for his quarterback situation.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He might even rival number 1, but
I don't know. It's going to be hard to overtake CD. Like they just don't have anybody in that offense, and all they do is pass. I think he'd be ahead of Jamar Chase.
Jamar gets yards, but he's not like a high PPR guy, in my opinion. Like Lamb could legit have.
Whoa! Oh,
Jonathan Taylor.
That's the latest I've seen JJ go.
Thomas?
The guy's name tells it all. Says it all. Lucky Donk.
Yeah, I don't know about lucky. I don't know the lucky part, but
Lucky they didn't cancel the draft after that pick.
that was a pretty bad pick.
Oof, you're gonna be in like the Jahmyr Gibbs, Marvin Harrison range.
I'm okay with that.
Garrett
I'm
Wilson.
okay with 2 of the top 4 on my screen right now. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do this.
Marvin Harrison next.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think you have to there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I really hope Travis Kelce makes it to me.
Oh goodness.
It's a little reverse psychology.
Mm-hmm.
I just
God, never mind. I can already tell who I want's not gonna fucking make it to me.
in that other draft that I got entered into, I got Jonathan Taylor at 29.
Damn. Just so you
And
know,
he just
Pinky, this is
he
gonna be the
just went
earliest Laporta's ever been taken.
What now?
I said this is gonna be the earliest Laporta's ever been taken.
I know.
I know.
You can't do it. Can't get around it.
The problem is I
can,
can't
but
even feel good about getting Ayuk because I don't trust the motherfucker. Well, luckily I don't have to make that decision anymore.
You don't have to do that one. Yeah, that guy had Jonathan Taylor is off the rails in this draft. If you want something before it gets to him, you might need to take it.
Who do you take in round 2?
He took Brandon Ayuk.
Like I said, keep in mind
Jonathan Taylor.
I'm managing 2 drafts now.
Very good. Pinky pick
yeah.
Laporta 10
Yeah.
picks earlier than his average draft position.
Hey.
Did you have Amon-Ra?
Yes, that was the only reason I knew he's going to do it. I'm going to go Laporta first round, next round. Like, I just want some Laporta action this year, and it's apparently the only way I can guarantee it. So Laporta's going pick 1 next time. If I'm fucking pick 1.
Maybe if you're not first pick, maybe you don't have to worry about picking him first.
No, I've missed him in every draft, and I've wanted him over Kelce in every draft. I've ended up with Kelce because someone picks Laporta every time earlier.
Look, if you don't get Kelce right here, I don't mind taking Kelce too. Back to back.
I need 2 people to follow me real quick. I just need this guy to not pick him. Come on, just get A-Chain to go with Tyreek Hill. Just do it.
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
You know you want it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
He did it.
What are we rooting for again?
I'm going to go with the old LA Rams stack. Now I just got to pick Matt Stafford next round to make sure that I don't lose out on him.
I mean, it seems solid.
I mean, what is Stafford, like middle of the pack? Like, I should be able to wait till like round 10 for him, I think, right? God, he's like the 136th round rated player. Like, I should definitely be able to make it. Probably need to get him round 8 or 9 just to make sure that I don't lose out on it. But the Kyron Cup, Stafford stack's pretty solid.
Do I even pick again, or did I get kicked out of the draft?
That's it. You only need 2 picks, I said. Those 2 guys are going to get you so many points throughout the year.
Sweet. I got this.
Ooh, you better get Goff now, Pinky. You're going to
You know he's picking like 5 rounds before ADP. You're gonna see Golf go, and then you'll see like Burrow go off the board after him.
Well, just so you're aware, Laporta's draft position hasn't even come up yet. It's right. It's plus 2 picks away.
Just go double tight end.
I did. Don't talk about it. It's done. I don't need more.
No
more tight ends for this guy.
You're gonna cause a run on
your thought process is just burn up a position group every time we get on here. Create some. Watch, Pitts is gonna go round 4 now because of this ordeal.
Hey, the loose cannon is not me. It is pick 7 guy.
No, you can't blame pick 7 guy. Ayuk was draft position. Honestly, your picks are just as questionable as his picks at this point. because Ayuk was in the right spot. So Taylor and honestly Pacheco, good spot. But you go in Laporta and then drafting Kelsey right after. It's you two are in the same book in my book. I just have one book I keep.
I feel like the Seth Rollins entry song comes on in his mind right before he picks.
Burn it down.
And then he just fires whatever's remotely close to the top of the draft board. He's like, all right, that's what I'm going with.
If you'd have played your cards right here, you could have got you like another Houston stack. You could have gone Diggs.
Who wants another Houston stack? I got like multiples of them.
But you could have had the Houston and Detroit stack, which to me sounds pretty good.
Oh, that sounds cute. Yeah.
Probably going to want to get you a...
I'm picking Jared Goff when it comes back to me, so you better go ahead and get him.
Better go ahead and get him.
Don't think I won't spike pick, because I will.
Randy being very sound and meticulous over here in this draft right now.
You better just scroll down there to get, yeah.
Now he's going to go. We know where he wants to go.
The problem is it's about to be a massive QB run.
Right now.
So Stroud won't make it because Pinky will pick him for no reason.
No.
I'm cool with it because I stacked an offense in a dome. So even if somebody gets the quarterback, then I'll just pick a player on the other side of the Week 17 game, and they're going to be in a dome anyways.
Yeah. My guy's playing like a half dome.
There he goes. CJ Stroud.
Stroud? Dang.
Yep. Before Lamar Jackson. Very solid draft strategy.
Well, you got to get the CJ Stroud, Jonathan Taylor stack going for when they do some weird play in the All-Star game.
This guy has absolutely zero clue what the fuck he's doing. He has no player that is strong in PPR at all.
Don't talk about Pinky.
For all of the YouTube viewers, we might need to scroll up a little bit on the draft board. There, it's hidden from our beautiful faces.
Sorry, you just got me in a kerfuffle with your drafts, and it just really messed me up on keeping track of the board.
No, yeah, look, one draft every time we do this. If we do two drafts, one draft's got to be really a little wonky.
Jeez,
I can say that on YouTube, right? Wonky? Okay. Just checking.
About to pull Pinky and pick two straight tight ends.
Trey McBride and I thought you were going to Trey McBride and Dalton Kincaid.
I'm just kidding.
Right? Can you do that scroll?
Well, the fact that you have to put. What do you mean to scroll?
Well, we're blocked out by our boxes down here for viewership from YouTube. Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't. I am on my screen and sharing this screen, so I'm not watching our screen.
Okay. I got you.
Maybe I can break it out, though.
You realize it's your pick, right?
I did. But I lost the one pick. The pick I wanted.
I heard a bunch of shit vibrating.
The pick I wanted when it picked before. I was about to go. Oof.
I can't help but feel like Pinky's got a big board over there, and it was like, your guy just got picked. You're so screwed in this spot.
I just can't understand what the hell you're doing. Why'd you take Lamar?
keep them guessing.
Lamar can be
Well
good
said.
by himself.
You sound like the Atlanta Falcons GM trying to explain why they drafted Penix right now.
Correct. I'd just much rather that guy step up to the mic and just be like, dude, I don't fucking know, man. I'm panicked. I don't know. I just
Who
panicked.
got
after-
taken before that? It's like I wanted neighbors. He didn't drop that far. I got so hung up on that I forgot.
Like imagine taking a fucking quarterback because you thought the Raiders were interested in him. Like when's the last good Raiders pick? Period.
Like I understand if you do that to like a dynasty, like the Patriots or the Chiefs, but like, oh god, we can't have the Raiders winning 9 games this year, let alone 8.
They've been asked forever.
Since
You know what?
since they went to that Super Bowl in what, like 03, they've just been asked since. Like, have they made? What have they made the playoffs like twice since then? It's been
They've been
awful.
to jail more times since then, though.
They've got definitely a lot of players in jail.
I
They have
have the
more,
oldest running back room in the NFL now.
they have more penitentiary appearances than playoff appearances.
Probably not even close.
You remember when they were just drafting guys because they were fast?
Yeah, and it's never worked out. That's somebody last year was like talking shit to me on Twitter about go look at the cone drill for Jackson Smith and Jigba. Go look at the cone drill. And I was like, I went and looked at the cone drill, like the top scores ever. And it's like dog shit, dog shit, dog shit, dog shit, dog shit, dog shit, dog shit. And then Henry Ruggs and Jackson Smith and Jigba. And I was just like, all these players are like terrible. Why would I think he's going to be some kind of standout?
I think the combine gives you like some of the like worst information. Like you should not be drafting guys based off you liked their combine.
I don't
Like,
want to know
you
what a
should
guy
be
can do in
drafting
shorts.
Huh?
I don't want to know what a guy can do in shorts. I want to know what they can do on the field in a game.
Yeah, because there's plenty of guys who test well who don't play well, and there's guys that are slow in the combine or something, and their football speed is way better.
Yeah. I mean, like, just look at the quarterback position, even though it's not really even like speed. Like, when's the last great quarterback come out of a big school? I mean, Stroud. It looks like he's going to be great.
I mean, yeah.
But, like, you know, Brady came out of Michigan, but Brady didn't really play at Michigan.
Burrow, I mean, but he's gotten
Peyton in
hurt so much.
Tennessee. Well, even, like, Burrow bounced around.
Oh, yeah, he went to Ohio State first.
And then, like, Kyler bounced around. I mean, Dak was Mississippi State. Josh Allen was like what? Northern.
I thought it was like Delaware or some shit like that.
I thought he was like. I thought he went to the same school as like Carson Wentz.
No, that was Trey
Ohio State.
Lance. Trey Lance and Carson went to the same school.
Who'd you ask?
Josh Allen.
Wyoming.
Yeah. So like, I wouldn't call them a powerhouse.
Oh, this draft's getting a little uneasy here. It's starting to get to the. I need to draft a quarterback, and this dude took Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. This dude
If somebody can
pinky.
explain that to me, that'd be great.
The funny thing is I don't even think he has a player that plays for. Yeah, he doesn't have a single stack with either two of those guys.
I've just given up on quarterback. I pretty much just gotten to the point where I'm like, I'll just take literally whoever's left on the draft board on DraftKings.
I'm honestly disappointed that you went running back. You were doing so good on wide receivers. Just boom, boom, boom. And then you're like, oh, change it up a little bit.
When I got to my last pick, the entire draft board was running back.
Damn. You picked Goff in the 7th round?
Early, but I didn't want a chance to come back around and not get him. So
You didn't have to worry about Chancey. You picked Lamar in the 4th round for no reason. Okay.
I can't say I agree with him, but I agree with him.
Oh, goodness.
Sometimes I don't know what the hell you're doing, and I don't think you know what the hell you're doing. But it's good to watch.
Pinky's like Lamar's a stack himself. He uses his arm. He runs some. He does a little bit of this. He'll catch a ball here and there.
You can get with this, or you can get with that.
Stack that.
That's why I think there's no way that Seth Rollins song doesn't go off in your head whenever you pick.
It makes for good TV, I tell you, or YouTube or whatever.
Oh,
I mean, you and your boy Donk are really like having a back and forth of who let their cat step onto their mouse and start looking at things.
He's doing a very good job over there.
I honestly don't hate his last 3 picks.
The guy who's got Mahomes and Josh Allen is kind of a little weird too.
I don't understand why people are picking Kyle Pitts in the 6th round.
Well, what about Hawkinson in the 8th round?
Hawkinson in the 8th? Oh my god!
He just killed his draft.
Fuck?
He killed his draft.
This draft's about to get tossed.
He killed his draft.
Njoku's still out there. Bowers is still out. Like Goddard's still out there. Like, how are you taking these 2 dudes?
If 2 quarterbacks go in the next 2 rounds before it gets to him, he's taking JJ in the 9th round.
He's taking who?
It's JJ to stack McCarty. He's going because he got Hawkinson and Addison, so he's going to either 9 or 10.
Paul McCartney. You might take Paul McCartney in the next round.
That's like if you got like a stacked Oreo and there's just nothing in the middle of it. You just 2 cookies, just no cream or nothing. Just.
There's nothing to cream about on that team. That team's. I mean, just look at it. That's why I took Kyler, because I know there's about to be a run.
I'm picking quarterbacks when it gets back to me.
And I got to give me a damn tight end because.
Oh no! Here we go.
Hawkinson's going.
We're running out.
I gotta be honest. I like my draft a lot right now, especially since Buddy reached like 19 picks on CJ Stroud.
Oh fuck! This guy ahead of me needs a quarterback.
Oh, what the fuck?
Who's that?
Zach Moss. Who is Zach Moss?
What is
starting running back for Cincinnati?
Jonathan Taylor, Brandon Ayuk, Isaiah Pacheco, CJ Stroud, Rashay Rice, Brandon Cooks 7 rounds early, Romeo Dobbs about the same, and Mostert.
Mm-hmm. But that pales in comparison to this guy over here who's got.
I kind of hope he wins the $1.5 million just to fuck it. I hope it'll burn everything to the ground. Like everything that everybody thought this is what you need to be doing the whole time. It would burn everything to the ground.
People just throw away their literature, like forget it. They don't know how to do
Start over. We didn't know a damn thing about best ball. We thought we did. Start over.
Well, back to my
reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
Back to my San Francisco stack. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust the board correctly. Oh my God, you're not getting a tight end. I said you're not getting a tight end.
Do you have to play those? Oh, I already got my tight end. You know who my tight end is.
Who'd you get? Taysom already?
I don't have him yet. Oh, yeah, you know.
You don't have him yet. Yeah.
Pinky picks him. Like, no.
Donk's about to take him right now.
Oh, yeah, Donk's definitely getting him. How far down there does he got to go?
He's the only player in the queue for Donk.
If he's about 20, 30 spaces away in the queue, he's getting them.
I'm pretty sure his draft board is just sideways or something. Like, you guys want to hear the other team I got going?
Yeah, what do you got?
I got, I think we're in like round 12 or something. I got Trevor Lawrence, Jonathan Taylor, ETN, Justin Jefferson, Kupp, Christian Kirk, Njoku, Godwin, Hopkins, and Pollard.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, what we got?
Schultz.
He did go tight end.
This dude, man.
He's wild. He is wild. And then 3 pixels from now, it's going to be even wilder. I guarantee you. Oh, here, tight end run.
Oh, no. He's getting Taysom. He needs a tight end, too. Oh, no. Randy's sweating.
Oh, I'm not sweating.
The count is on.
You get Goddard.
He needs a quarterback, too, but, I
Hmm?
mean, Jaden Daniels is your best shot at this point in the game. Like, he's some deep shit.
Oh, I thought you said I need a quarterback. I was like, I think I'm good on quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
For now.
Well, that's debatable.
Who you got a quarterback?
Hey.
You need Brock Purdy.
No. The other fella.
That's interesting.
I don't know. And hopefully, I'm hoping Matt Stafford, lo and behold, somebody doesn't overdraft his ass. Pinky, just so you know, Matt Stafford does not play for Detroit anymore. So don't
Look, I got 2 quarterbacks. I'm fine right
Jared Goff and the rest of you Detroit guys. He doesn't play for Detroit anymore.
I have no other.
I don't know who the hell.
Well, the guy got Josh Allen. He's got Samuel to go with him now, so he at least got 1 Buffalo player.
That'll last about 5 weeks.
With those Minnesota guys, he's definitely gonna get McCarthy somewhere.
Dude, can I just pass this pick? I'll just play a player short. I don't like any of these players.
Just do what they do in the regular draft, where like if you don't pick, people can like pick again, and then you can.
You know what? I'm going to take a guy who will never get hurt.
He doesn't seem to, does he?
He catch that bitch and fall down quick. He don't give a damn about you, your fantasy points. He gonna get you 15 yards on the catch and just lay down.
Austin Eckler, okay.
I guess I might have should have went running back there. Potentially. So I only have 3.
Oof, that's not good. You want to be caught lacking.
Donk is all over the place. AD Mitchell has his next pick, round 10.
I don't hate. Okay, I hate where he picked Mitchell, but I don't hate the pick. Like I like Mitchell, but God, that feels like 4 rounds too early.
He's probably over there doing the same thing Pink's doing. He's just justifying the fuck out of every pick. No, I had to take him. I had to take him because they were going to take – somebody was going to reach up and take Brandon Cooks. I had to get him.
D-Law. Tua's still out there. This guy probably – doesn't he have – no, it's the next guy. Yeah, the next guy needs to grab Tua. He's got A-Chain and Hill. This would be a dream scenario for him. He's got to get him, right?
Tua's went longer in this draft than he did last draft, I think, didn't he?
I know. He's got to get him, though, right? You have A-Chain and Reek. Like, this is a dream scenario. Oh, my God.
Not yet. He's still taking it on.
He's going to flip the turn because you have Purdy. He doesn't think you'll take him.
I know he's called.
So he's going to get on the bottom end, yeah.
What do we think about Trey Benson? You think he's worth a pick here?
I mean, do you think James Conner can stay healthy all season?
Oh, no, I definitely don't.
There's your answer.
There you go.
The next question is, I don't think Stafford makes it. Oh, fuck. He's so close in the queue, he might not make it back to me. I can't fuck up the stack. I got to. I know, fucking overdrafted, but if I'm overdrafting in the 11th round, I feel like I can justify a little more than the 4th.
Excuse me, sir. Overdrafting would be Brandon Cooks at pick 6'6".
Where is Brandon Cooks ADP?
Like
it's got to be like down in here, right?
118 to 121, I think.
Does it give me 142 is his rank?
142? Oh, so he's falling some then. Well, not now. That shit just moved up. He's back in the 120s.
He just jumped like 5 spots.
Wait, did that?
So the guy got hurt.
He didn't take Tua anyways. Yeah,
no, Tua ain't gonna make it to him. He wanted a Chargers.
He's got McConkey and Palmer. So.
I get that, but we don't know who the receivers are going to be yet. Like when you take Herbert, you have to just go take every wide receiver they own because you don't know who's getting it. Like you even have to take Quentin Johnson ahead of guys that you shouldn't be.
And Herbert's one of those quarterbacks that likes to spread the ball around anyways.
Yeah, but not Matt Stafford. He's going to hiccup that Cooper Cup.
Oh, Matt Stafford's only throwing to 2 people.
Yeah, and then handing it off to Kyron.
Who took Zeke?
I did.
Bastard.
You can't tell Pinky about your picks.
He's ADP 126. I picked him at 126. So. Or 125. I picked him 125.
Yeah, that's not like you. So what the fuck?
Baker, the guy took Baker. I don't think he's got a single Tampa Bay.
Baker?
He took Baker.
Who?
Don't take Baker.
Over
Don't take
Tua?
Baker. He did. But I don't think he's got anybody either way. Does he have any Tampa? No. Lord, no. He had a. He was better if he took. He had Mostert.
Jeez.
Ooh.
Donk just threw $20 away.
Look at the board whenever I get to pick. Look at this fucking brilliance that's up here right now.
Gus Edwards.
You still got 2 up there.
I mean,
Top of the board.
Tua.
Oh, I got auto drafted in the other draft, so I couldn't pay attention to both.
Tua.
Man, this is nasty.
Dang, it's a shame because you could have gotten some Brandon Cooks right here if he hadn't been drafted 12 rounds ago.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball's running nicely.
With the first pick of the draft, Donk takes Brandon Cooks. Watch, Cooks will have like 1,800 yards this year, 15 touchdowns. Be like, Jesus Christ, Donk knew.
Oh, I got autoed Quentin Johnston.
Yeah, I hate that because I did that too. Other night, I got auto in my long draft, Quentin Johnston. I'm like, yep, this is done.
I mean, to be fair, it was at pick 156 and his ADP was 146. And he's like my wide receiver 7 or something like that.
Here comes Donk again. Must see TV, by the way.
He's going to take Tua just to fuck with Buddy. He's going to take Tua just to fuck with Buddy. He's going to finally go top of the board. He did go top of the board,
though. He did go top of the board? Yeah.
There he is.
Tua right there.
Is that the Waddle guy?
Yeah.
That dude just got a hell of a discount.
I still can't. I think Herbert might have made it back. Well, no, after watching Baker and Cousins, no, probably wouldn't have. I need to get. I need everything.
So I've been trying to set this up. I'll go ahead and kind of. I'm working on a video right now of like QBs that I like and stacks that I like stacking 2 QB stacks together. I really like Jacksonville and Tennessee. So I've been trying to get the double Jacksonville, double Tennessee stack because they play in week 17. And in the other draft that I got entered into that you guys didn't get into, I've got Lawrence, Etienne, Kirk, and I have Pollard, Hopkins, and Levis.
I'm going to put Johnson there for you so you can grab him on your way back.
And all at ADP. I didn't reach for anybody.
Rico. You got Taysom Hill late. I swear last draft we were in, he went 10th round.
You talking about me?
Yeah.
He was actually 6th guy down. He was behind Komet on the ADP. But so I saw something about the Saints ran the lowest amount of pre-snap motion last year.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy, Clint Kubiak, who came in, runs the highest amount of pre-snap motion. So I think if you get Taysom moving before the snap in the red zone, I think it's going to be a lot of 1 yard Taysom Hill touchdowns.
Yeah.
And who's better at the tush push besides Jalen Hurts than Taysom Hill?
Yeah.
I need to figure out another stack here pretty soon, though.
Here
The
we
drafts
go.
keep coming up at the same time. That's what's screwing me up. Actually, what?
Quentin Johnson. But you don't have the quarterback.
That was
You got
Dog.
two.
Dude, don't reason with Dog.
Yeah. No reason. No wrong.
You and Donk trying to go back and forth with each other. It's probably like Biden and Trump right now. No. Hear me out. Lamar Jackson with no stack is way better than any quarterback with a stack. You should just take my method, though. Blame everybody else for your draft going bad is what I do. Like, oh, this guy hadn't fucking picked Justin Jefferson. I could have come back and got him in the second round, but no, had to pick him with the 6th pick.
I think I know what I'm doing here.
Do you?
I'm going to go Geno with Zach Charbonnet and
Sherbert.
Tyler Lockett. And I'm going to go a guy who I think goes PPR.
Break drafts. You're not like drafting these guys in 2 separate drafts.
I think this guy might be a PPR gold.
Jermaine Burton.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to switch it up.
Jaleel McLaughlin.
I was going to go Antonio Gibson, but then I thought about Bo Nix, and Bo Nix is going to throw 100,000 passes to running backs. And that gives me both the Denver running backs.
You know who probably is going to catch passes? Troy Franklin.
Okay. Yeah. Whatever the number is, I'll take the under.
Troy Franklin.
Justin Fields for Donk.
He's a sexy Troy.
He's still a monster team.
ADP 200 roughly. Justin Fields.
Dude, I could probably field a waiver wire team at this rate and beat Donk's team.
I really hope he maxes it. Whatever it is, I hope he just maxes the contest. I cannot be happier to see his name in drafts.
Just wait till you get to week 15 and you see Donk in there for some reason. You're like, what? How the hell did this lineup make it?
I hope he does. I hope I'm in that pool.
I finally got somebody with Lamar.
Rashad Bateman? Or did you take Devontae's?
No, I took Bateman.
I'm almost up in the other drafts. I'm trying to multitask. Can't believe I missed twice.
I like how the one draft I picked the Carolina Panthers stack in. Somebody picked Bryce Young in like the 14th round. And I don't think I've seen Bryce take it in like any other draft I've been in. Like that guy like single-handedly went out of his way to like just screw my stack. He's like, I'll be damned if somebody gets a low-end stack like that on me. Kate Otten.
That's a little high.
Seems like it.
I think Buddy is a little high looking at his draft board. Was it the same dude?
No. He went Kendre Miller, Ty Chandler, Kate Otten his last 3 picks. He's the guy right beside him. He was the one that got Herbert instead of Tua.
He was the one that got away.
That's got to be one of the worst drafts I've ever seen in my life.
Talking about Docs?
Yeah.
Oh, we got Will Levis too. That's weird.
I'm so like his drafts are so bad that if I could get him in every one of my rooms, I'd probably pay for half his buy-in. Like, because I could just eliminate that one team automatically. Donk, if you're out there, man, subscribe to the channel because we can definitely help you out. I don't think we can turn you in a more wrong direction than you're currently drafting. We can definitely improve your draft strategies and picks. Maybe just take your finger off the deposit button for a while until you get around to checking some stuff out.
Just relax.
Maybe just window shop for a minute.
Tank Bigsby. Donk's next pick. I don't know where his ADP is.
Hit the red button. It says subscribe on it. You probably want to click on that.
Yeah. What was Tank? Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
What was Tank Bigsby's ADP? His rank?
202, something like that, I guess.
218.
Dude, you gotta get a stuff when this. I mean, look at this dude. He runs hard. 2.6 yards per carry. Look at that, 2 touchdowns last year.
The most interesting stat about Tank Bigsby was he was targeted on 4 passes, and 2 of those passes hit his hands and were intercepted. That's the most interesting stat I've heard. Oh, shit.
Okay, there it is. There it is. Sam Darnold by the guy who went back-to-back Addison and Hawkinson earlier.
I'm not going to lie, boys. I don't love my team, but seeing what's been constructed on like half the other teams in this one, I feel really good about it. I got 2 stacks.
I'm at least 10th in this thing.
Yeah, I don't think any of us can do worse than 10th.
I'm in the top 12.
Hey, this dude got McCaffrey. I wonder if he has this the wrong one.
Well, he's got a Washington stack and he's got Daniels, so that's why he went.
Why would you want to Washington?
Charlie?
Wow.
Why didn't he go Senate then, or Senat, or whatever, if he wanted? Is McCaffrey ranked above Senat?
Maybe he's going to wait and double book him.
Negative. McCaffrey's ranked 273.
But Senna's way down there too.
No,
How's that working out?
Senate just went. He was ranked
the top of the draft board.
Well, maybe this rank is no. That rank's probably based off last season because Senat was on my board.
Okay. But
DJ
Chark.
Damn.
That was Donk again. That was Donk again.
Dude, Donk believes in the diamonds in the rough. Like
they're all rough.
Yeah.
It's not coal, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh goodness.
What was they doing this year? Nothing.
When did you get Troy Franklin last draft?
It was like the 17th or 18th round.
It's picked 211. He's still on the board.
Damn. So I didn't get good value.
Not in the current draft.
Why is that draft going so much faster?
Because Donk's not in there, creating the sex that he's creating in the current draft that we're in.
I think really too. It's not that he's taking the guys you want. You're just trying to figure out what he's doing. You lose a bunch of time. Like,
I wish I could just see his war room. I hope he's just like every pick he gets, he's like, yes, he fell to me. Brandon Cooks at 6'6". Let's go. I hope he's just super excited.
Dude, did Brandon Cooks go 6th round when he was like in his heyday of like 1,200 yards and 4 touchdowns a year? I mean, like
maybe when he was on the Rams. Maybe when he was on the Rams like a long time ago. I don't even know if the Dallas Cowboys would draft him in the 6th round if he was a draft pick this year.
Daniel Jones went. Benny Dimes.
I still don't understand why people are drafting likely.
How did he get the name Dimes?
Because it's what they should have paid for him.
He was throwing dimes at one point, I guess. I don't know.
When?
I don't know the
No, we want a specific date, place, time.
Well, just any. I'll settle for any of them. I just don't remember any occurrence where I've been like, wow.
2019 when he was at Duke, I guess. I don't know.
The fact that you knew where he went to college was because I had no clue.
Yeah, I knew where he went to college at. I just don't know if that was the right year, to be honest with you. So,
I mean, I'm not going to fact check you. I don't care enough to. If you see me Google Daniel Jones, I'm not sitting well in the draft or something.
That's what the Giants had to do when they drafted him. They were like,
who's that white kid from?
He's pretty smart, right? He went to Duke. I can't believe they set the debate tonight for 9 o'clock. Neither one of those guys are going to be awake for that.
I'm damn sure not going to be.
They can like fall asleep at the podium. two old guys napping up there.
Like, honestly, if it wasn't so much BS in the news about these two guys, I wouldn't even know who would be eligible.
They should let Kennedy up there too.
They should let Donk go debate. I'm sure he's got some good insights.
Nothing. Yeah, Donk. I mean, nothing bad's ever happened to Kennedy in public, so they should have let him up there on the podium.
Is that somehow still too soon?
Is it?
It's been 50 years now, roughly, I guess. But
It's 50.
Have you seen like
Hey, look.
those memes where it's like putting parlays on like all this stuff and like back in the day, and it's like he's got 3 of the 4 parlays, and it's like Lincoln over 4.5 years of like presidency or something like that after he got reelected. He's like, let's go, it's a lock, it's a shoe-in, and he's like in the actual like, auditorium, and you just hear a shot. It's like, what? It puts the X on it from the parlay of like FanDuel.
Donk went and got Sanders at his 7th pick right there.
I mean,
Colonel?
it's
Colonel.
honestly about right. It's probably the first pick in about 7 rounds that he's had. That's about right. Randy's just upset because Donk took his pick
I'm very upset.
7 rounds ago for what would have been in this round. Like, this is where Gus Edwards should have gone.
Man.
Quentin Johnson.
Because you had that stack with Gino and you needed a Fant right there.
Ooh, get McKinnon.
I was going to go Fant. That's correct.
Give McKinnon first.
I was going to go Panthers. Actually, I had Bryce Young and Noah Fant queued up, and they went like 2 of the last 3 picks.
Noah Fant plays for Seattle. Mike Gesicki's out there. Dude, Odell Beckham's gone from like drafted like probably 14th or 15th round to like dropping out of the draft now.
Yeah,
Which
you could give.
I don't blame him. Like,
If you gave me the option to just add him to my team, like not taking away any roster spots or anything like that, I just would not want him. Period.
Everybody take a quick pick on who you think Donk's going to take. I'm going to go JJ McCarthy.
Chase Claypool.
Donk?
Yeah, you better lock it in.
Claypool.
Claypool.
He's gonna take Dalvin Cook.
Like that
I
team
like
is
it.
not
I
complete
like
without
it.
Chase Claypool's nonsense. Who'd you say?
Dalvin Cook.
I like it. Come on.
Do it. Make me look good.
AJ.
Yeah. Okay.
I love this
We were
guy.
close.
You guys want
close.
the other team was final. You want to hear the final?
Yeah.
Sure.
Trevor Lawrence, Jonathan Taylor, Travis Etienne, Justin Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, Christian Kirk, David Njoku, Chris Godwin, DeAndre Hopkins, Tony Pollard, Ezekiel Elliott, Taysom, Quentin Johnson, Otto, Will Levis, Bucky Irvin, Rashad Bateman, Tyler Boyd, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Darius Slayton, and Austin. Is it Austin Audric, right? Estime.
Oh yeah, Audric.
Yeah.
And that completes that team. So we're done with. I don't have to worry about that one anymore. I can finally join in on this one in round 18. All right, what do I have? Let's see.
I mean, part of me wants to make like a donk pick to try and throw a donk off, like try and get a guy he wanted. You know, like
How do you get in somebody's mind like that? Try to get in my mind and see if you can do that.
No thanks.
Start with baby steps first.
Let's see, I have 2 tight ends. I got 2 quarterbacks. 7 running backs? Yeah, no more running backs.
How many running backs do I have?
Need to go
5.
wide receiver, probably.
Yeah, probably, but who is the question here? I'll just go Jennings since I have San Fran stack anyway. At least it gives me wide receiver when Ayuk decides not to play and Debo gets hurt. I'll at least have wide receiver 1 after that. Maybe wide receiver 2.
I like how the guy in the second position right there went 3 straight quarterbacks.
Okay, I'm going for Donk's pick this time. Kyle Juszczyk.
I'm going to say he's going to get Alan Lazard.
Ooh.
Oh, is he coming back up?
Yeah, 2 picks. You better lock somebody in.
I'll give you a few seconds.
I'm gonna go. He looks like the Zach Ertz kind of man.
I was thinking that, but I thought he had a lot of tight ends. But honestly, I overthought it thinking about Donk because it probably won't matter. Come on, Juszczyk. $5 friendly wager if one of us gets it.
Sure.
Come on, Juszczyk.
Alan Lazard.
Damn it! He did go tight end.
I think I was the most correct, right?
You were closest, yeah. Where is Lance Thomas?
He's in San Fran. It says he's the most concussed tight end in the history.
Logan Thomas.
Yeah.
Jeez. I'm not even sure I've seen him get drafted in any of our leagues.
No.
Like, how far down the
No,
list?
this is the first.
I've done
we got one more.
hundreds of drafts, and I've never seen him.
Oh, wait, here we go. I can show drafted over here.
We got one more for Donk right here. Let's see.
So Brandon Cook's at ADP is 119. Fields, Bigsby.
Josh Dobbs. Final answer
Oh shit.
for Donk's last pick.
Well, I can control the clock, so if you need some time, I can buy it right now.
Tutu Atwell.
Yeah.
I'm going Tutu Atwell.
What do you say?
I need to go look at his roster. I'm not even going to worry about my pick. I'm
wouldn't
more
worry.
interested in this Donk thing now. I think he goes Gardner Minshew.
Okay, Justin Fields is 199 ADP. See where Tank's Bigsby is.
Gardner Minshew.
Tank's Bigsby is 206.
Whoa, what the front
Jacoby
door?
Brissett. What? That was a Donk pick.
No, yeah, it was, but it wasn't. It wasn't from Donk.
Dude, I had Audric Estime at the top of my draft board. I had him queued up. I was just like, well, I'm going to take my eyes off of it. And it took Theo Johnson, a tight end, who was not on my queue at all. Like, Austin Estime is my only player in my draft queue right now.
DJ Chark was picked 200. That's his ADP. So I guess that one was about right. Yeah, Quentin Johnson.
Who'd everybody say? I said Gardner Minshew.
I said
went with Tutu Atwell.
Josh Dobbs. I went Josh Dobbs.
Tutu.
Are we still doing the $5 thing?
Yeah. Tutu Atwell. Come on. Damn.
Oh,
Alex,
again, I was the closest.
That actually wasn't even a terrible pick for him. That was probably the best pick he's had, like, position-wise.
decent pick.
I was the closest. He took the running back for the quarterback that I picked. There goes my pick that I meant to have 40 picks ago.
Meant to have.
I feel like that's solid value for Josh Reynolds right there.
I assume we're not running a draft 3, correct?
No, I gotta eat dinner.
We want to run down the draft board or not so much?
Yeah, we can run down a little bit.
We just doing favorite pick, or what are we doing? Are we doing round by round
Yeah,
thing?
we
Or...
do favorite.
All right, somebody lead it, and I'll just join in, unless you want me to lead it.
Well, it's not finished yet, but hey, there it is. Well, there's Alan Lazard.
Wow, that actually was the guy I was gonna pick. So really,
Round 1, I like CD Lamb round 1 because he dropped to 3.
Yeah. CD dropping to 3. Definitely.
Least favorite pick is Jonathan Taylor, not even relatively close.
Not even remotely close.
I mean, there's a lot in that row, that column there that I could really.
We'll get to that.
The least favorite is not going to be hard to pick. Favorite pick of round 2 is probably A-Chain because he had Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Least favorite
I'm
pick
going
is
to go
probably
Laporta too early.
I like Laporta, but I still think it was way early.
I probably picked him too early. Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, Laporta's ADP is 30.
I agree.
Yeah.
I could have got him exactly where I got Kelsey at.
Well, you couldn't have because I was going to pick him, but that's not the point.
round 3.
I don't know. I like Cup because I stacked Rams. So
I think Derrick Henry was late there, so getting him early round 3 is probably a good pick.
I actually don't. I think I like Diggs at 36 the best.
yeah, that was pretty solid for Diggs. Diggs has been going usually mid-third, early third.
That's pretty good for Devontae Smith too.
Pacheco's really early in that round.
Yeah.
Like a round and a half too early.
Pacheco's 39 on the big board.
Round 4 for me is probably Trey McBride. And then
I
my
agree.
least favorite would be CJ Stroud because there was no reason to take him that early.
With no stack.
Right. Like if I would have taken him there with the tank and the digs, I could kind of see it, but even that's a reach.
There was only one quarterback chosen in that round that was stacked, just so we're aware.
That sounds amazing.
Moving on.
Round 5.
If you want to scroll for everybody, Fuller, that's on YouTube.
I'm thinking Joe Mixon at 12 sounds pretty good. At pick 60.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. Keenan Allen at pick 10 in that round was pretty solid, I think.
Yeah.
I just don't know what Caleb Williams is yet. So
Donk picked a decent one, so it's hard to like pick out a bad one in that round.
Yeah, can't double.
Probably McLaurin. I'm not really high on McLaurin.
This one.
Worst pick is Pitts.
Kamara, honestly.
Worst pick is Brandon
Pitts
Cooks.
or Richardson.
Brandon
No,
Cooks. I'm sorry. I forgot. Donk did Brandon Cooks
before. Probably Kamara there because of what you could get out of him. Like, he could be a legit RB1.
He led the league in targets per game at the running back position last year.
Yeah, so I mean, like that's a good spot for him.
Yeah,
I like DeAndre Hopkins at 12 too. Next round,
7.
Maybe Addison or Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, I'm thinking
I like Deontay right there.
There's probably 3 I like in that round. It's probably Deontay Ferguson and Aaron Jones. Dobbs is the worst pick.
Yeah, we all know who it belongs to.
Golf's pretty bad too, though. Honestly, I understand why you did it, but
yeah,
you probably could have gotten Golf where you got Pollard, or maybe even Shaheed, because you had him handcuffed at that point. Like, unless it's a complete jackass taking him, like there's no stack left to get him with, you know. Well, I guess Jahmyr Gibbs, whoever has Gibbs taking him.
8th round. I like Swift in this one. I mean, that's pretty solid value for 8th round, considering. I mean, these guys. He's gonna get hurt.
Worst pick is Hawkinson, not even close.
Worst pick is Hawkinson. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna go Jalen Warren. I think is my favorite pick at 8-11.
Yeah.
9, round 9. I think that the best pick is probably
your Pollard pick's pretty solid there. He's gonna have a lot of chances in Tennessee.
It's either Pollard or Najee for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Worst pick is Schultz. Guess who?
Yep.
No, Curtis saying that's pretty suspect that high too.
Yeah. Round 10.
I didn't realize this, but I actually like Lockett the best in that round, I think.
Yeah, round 10, I like Lockett.
Even though he was big one.
I like Benson at the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Benson
starts somebody get hurt, but I mean, I guess it is James Conner, so.
Mitchell is definitely the worst pick.
Absolutely. And Baker is the next one, no question.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to scroll down, YouTube.
Yeah, probably.
I'm going to go Jerome Ford.
Yeah, I was going to say, I like Ford.
Yeah.
And we all know the worst pick.
For sure.
Yeah.
Round 12.
I'm actually going to go Freiermuth.
I mean, Tua is pretty good value.
I'm going to go with Tua. Yeah, being that late.
I just don't like Tua.
I don't like him.
I mean, but he's got tons of weapons is the thing. So if he stays healthy, he's going to get points.
Actually, I'll go with you guys on Tua because the guy has Waddle. If he didn't have Waddle, I'd be out. If it was unstacked Tua, I don't care where you dropped Tua. I still wouldn't have taken him.
Round 13.
Yeah,
maybe
Pearsall. Pearsall.
Yeah, Pearsall's probably a good one right there.
I mean, I like Pearsall. I think he's gonna be good.
Ty Chandler's an injury away from being like a round 4 pick.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the rest of that round is just like blah.
Yeah, round 14.
If you look at pure opportunity, Chuba Hubbard's going to be RB1 to start the season. I mean,
I think it's Jaleel McLaughlin for me, just because his yards per touch.
Otten's the worst pick in that round.
Fields was pretty bad too.
Okay, Fields is. I didn't want to keep dumping on Donk, but yeah, it's pretty bad.
I'm pretty sure he's used to it. If having drafts like this.
Oh man, let's see. Round 15, probably Roman Wilson.
Worst pick, Sam Darnold. I'm not really sure. The rest of it's just like whatever.
Bigsby's kind of close to Sam Darnold.
Yeah, Bigsby's pretty bad. I mean, I guess he's one Trevor. Is it Travis? Trevor.
Travis Etienne.
Travis.
Sorry, I'm a Dogs fan, so now we got Trevor Etienne. Yeah, Trevor Etienne. Yeah.
Round 16, best pick.
God, I don't know, man. It's pretty bad across the board.
Tracy could be an injury away, and so could Elijah Mitchell from being really good.
I mean, the problem is all these dudes are an injury away.
I think the best pick right now is probably Russ.
Maybe Conklin. I mean,
yeah.
He
Conklin's seen exactly
right?
87 targets 2 years in a row.
Yeah, I mean, if he had any quarterback play, he might actually be a good tight end.
Worst pick
McCaffrey's worst pick. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Round 17?
17. I like Tyler Boyd there. I mean, I feel like it's a pretty decent pickup that late.
There's actually a lot of players in that round I like a lot. The worst pick for me is Sanders or Jelani Woods.
I mean, I don't hate Sanders because I think he has some opportunities there, but our offense is terrible, so it may not matter.
I don't know who my favorite one is in that one. I'm just kind of whatever.
I mean, it could be Bo Nix, how the offense is built.
18's probably Javon Baker.
No Dawson Knox.
I like him. It was between those two.
Yeah.
I only picked
Worst
him
pick?
to win that round.
Worst pick's Claypool.
He got picked. Oh my gosh.
I wouldn't want him.
I'd be surprised if he's on the roster week 1.
If you just told me you could add Claypool to all your teams and it won't cost you a roster spot, I would just be like, don't waste your time.
Round 19.
George.
Rondell
Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just because he's a quarterback.
Logan Thomas is the worst pick, though.
Absolutely. I haven't seen him picked yet.
He's a head injury away from being out of the league.
I mean, he's a Kittle injury away from getting into the game.
The crazy thing is he's like 2 head injuries away from getting into the game. Because they use, Charlie Warner as their blocking tight end as tight end too. So
You did take a donk pick.
Who?
You took Sterling Shepard? I didn't even know he was in the league.
Scroll down.
I was the last pick. Lazard went and I panicked. I just picked. I can't scroll down anymore.
Okay.
Surprise.
Audrey Gessman is my favorite pick.
I was trying not to scroll down so Randy couldn't see my Sterling Shepard pick.
Yeah.
Audrey Gessman is my favorite pick because he was going to be my pick, but the computer said nah.
Jacoby Brissett is my worst pick in that round. Surprisingly, because there's some bad picks in there.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of bad picks. Like Sterling Shepard was definitely a bad one.
Jacoby Brissett probably is the worst pick.
Okay, boys, I feel better about that one than I did the first one, but
yeah, we'll do it again next Thursday, and I'll cut this video up and get it online, and so everybody can enjoy
next
it.
Thursday. Next Thursday is 4th of July.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know if we'll be doing it. I don't know if we'll be doing a video that night. Hey,
you hear like popping and shit in the background?
Right now I got to work that shift. So, Fuller, I haven't asked you yet. I asked Randy. Randy, did you get confirmation whether yes or no next Friday?
Trying to remember.
You can sign off to YouTube, by the way. But you can sign off to YouTube, by the way, before we talk about our personal business.